beautiful sound of coffee brewing. Got my mug ready. And you know who's ready to go outside. Yeah, okay, you have some treats while the coffee finishes up, okay? Yes. And we'll go outside. Yeah, good girl. Alright, coffee is brewed. I am being told off by somebody. Making it quite clear that she wants to go outside now. ASAP. But she knows coffee first. And then we go outside. So patience. Delicious. If you're having a cup of coffee or tea, cheers. Cheers from Lois. Here's a wonderful day. So the hubby had to go help my dad yesterday afternoon, and he came home with a couple of goodies. One of them was a few slices of homemade bread. I'm not sure what kind of bread. I'm gonna have to ask my mom or dad and whoever I talk to next. Yeah, and I will ask, because it's not your ordinary white bread, but it is delicious. This is the last slice. But the most important thing he brought home was a sample of apricot jam, homemade apricot jam. This is my favorite jam, okay? Favorite. No, he did make strawberry, but he had trouble with the strawberry jam, finding a recipe, because he had a hard time finding Certo. And yeah, he had a hard time. It didn't come out really tasting the best. And then when I went to go get more strawberries, there weren't any because we got so much rain that the rest of the strawberries were done for. Yeah, so look at that. I could just eat it like this. That's, yeah, about a spoonful. That's how you start your day, along with your coffee. Oh, that's so good. There's chunks in there too. Oh, yeah. Oh my gosh. This this isn't going to last long. Let's put some on the bread. Are you staring at me? You should be behind me. Oh, it's so good. Oh, it's so good. Two thumbs up. I approve. Right.
That was me.
Yeah. Who was it, Lois?
It was a pussycat.
Alright. Let's head outside. And I hope it's not too hot. Alright, we have made it outside. Birds are chirping. They must have had their coffee. Alright, so third time is a charm, I hope, starting this coffee chat part of the vlog. This is just going to be hang out with me, coffee chat kind of day. And yeah, Lois is back inside. She was out for a few minutes. She seems to only stay out for a few minutes. So she got what she wanted, her grass, and she went back inside. And it's just me, you guys, and a cup of coffee. So yeah. I kept getting interrupted, and it's like, oh my gosh, where's my white flag? You know, like, yeah, life. I'm over it. I'm over it. I'm done with adulting. I'm done. And it's been like just like an off week for me. Like, I haven't really felt like myself 100%. Could be the weather, because like it was hot early on in the week. Right now it's not too bad. But yeah, Monday, Tuesday, all I did was like read. I didn't do much. That's what I did. I read 2 books. I read a book in one day, and I did it again the next day. Who is this girl? Because I haven't done that since I lived back at home. You know, my glorious days before all these responsibilities and kids came along and you actually had free time on your hands. What is that like, having free time on your hands? I don't know. But I would, if I was really into a book and if it was really good and like I wasn't doing anything, I could finish it if it was an easy read and, you know, hard to put down. I would finish a book in one day, and I did that Monday, Tuesday, and I was like, oh my gosh, like, and they were from the Little Free Library, and I finished them. And then I tried to start another one that was from the Little Free Library also, and it had a good description. The cover looked good. It looked promising. It really did. But I couldn't get into it. I'm like, oh my gosh, I can't get into this book. I'm trying so hard to get into it because, you know, it does look good, but it was just so slow. It took forever to get going, and it's slow paced, and it's like, no, and it's just like, I just couldn't, and it just sat there on my coffee table. I didn't want to pick it up, you know, so, I will pass that along the next trip we go to the Little Free Libraries, and hopefully it's somebody else, because maybe somebody else will enjoy it, but it just wasn't for me. It was just, oh my gosh, it took forever to get it going, and it's like, yeah, no, I'm done. And that's the second book I found at a Little Free Library I couldn't get into. Yeah, I know. It's just like, yeah, you can't win them all. I know, but I thought this one looked really promising and just looked really good, and I was like, yeah, nope, it wasn't. I know, yeah, I was slow. I can't stand it when books just seem to drag, you know, and it's like, can you get to the point? You know, it's supposed to be like a mystery one, and yeah, no. Ugh. But yeah, the next one I'm reading, I'm going to read, probably start that today, is on my nightstand, is, what's it called? The Lighthouse Keeper's Daughter, something like that. I probably said it wrong, but something like that. Yeah, that one looks really good. That one should be good. And after that, I just have one more book to read from the Little Free Library, and I could go on another Little Free Library adventure. Yeah, I know, I've been itching to go. And I do have my pile of Nicholas Sparks books from the library, so I will be reading those too. Yeah. That keeps growing. Yeah. I know. I love Nicholas Sparks. I love all his books. Oh, they're just so good. They are. Oh. Yeah, so this week is just off week, you know, just blech, you know. I don't know. Life and adulting, this gets to you sometimes. Yeah. And a lot been going on. You know, Pee Wee Herman passed away. I was so shocked. He was only 70. You know, I'm like, oh my gosh, that's a big part of my childhood. He really didn't tell anybody. I'm sure he told close friends and family, but he was battling cancer for like 6 years. And I was like so shocked, you know, it's like, you know, I wasn't expecting that, and nobody was, you know, and I grew up watching Pee-wee's Playhouse and Pee-wee's Big Adventure, the movie, and, you know, I know you are one of my, you know, secret word of the day, you know, like, iconic, and it's like, it's just sad that he's not in the world anymore, and, oh, that was really sad. And our prime minister is separated from his wife, and it's like all over the news, and it's like, oh boo-hoo, and I'm thinking, can we get separated from him too? You know, because he is the worst prime minister. He is definitely following in his dad's footsteps. His dad was also a prime minister, not the best of them. You know, he wasn't a good one. Yeah, he's following in his dad's footsteps, unfortunately. So I guess his wife, Justin Trudeau, I guess him and his wife of 18 years. Can you imagine 18 years? Like, you're tossing that to the side. Whatever. Maybe she's fed up with you too. Who knows? Because I know we are, us Canadians, you know, who voted or had to vote. I didn't vote for him. But I knew the first time he got into office and he won, and I'm like, the majority of the votes were from women who thought he was good looking, and those women need to get their eyes checked. He is not good looking, okay? He is not good looking. Like, what do you see? Like, yeah, and I bet you that's how they voted. Oh, he's good looking. Oh, yeah, I'm gonna vote for him. Like, I never know who to vote for. I always ask my dad. And I go from there. And I can Google it myself, do my own research. But do I want to do that? No. I'll ask him. And if I didn't have him to ask, I would just go eeny, meeny, miny, mo, okay? And really, I'm getting close to the point where I'm not going to vote anymore anyways, because every time it's like somebody wins, you don't want them to win. It's like, oh my gosh, and here we go again. And, and politics, and I don't like politics, and the government's corrupt, and they don't really care. They just care that they're getting money in their pocket. That's all they care about. They don't care about the people. So, it's like last time it's like, why do I bother voting? Like, really, like, I know it's a privilege. I know that, and I know what women went through to vote in the first place, because back then it was a man's world, and, oh, women can't do that. You guys stay home and take care of the house and cook, and times have changed, thank God. But, still, it's like, why am I voting? It's like, when other people keep voting for the stupid idiots. Like, yeah. He gives away tons of money to other countries. Yeah. Yeah, we did get the grocery rebate, yeah, but that didn't really go far. I was gone like one day. So, yeah. So that's why, like, when I heard about the separation, it's like, oh, can the rest of the country get a separation from him too, please? We don't want him. No, we don't. And chances are it'll probably lead to divorce, and it's like, yeah, we don't want him at the divorce. No. Yeah. But yeah. Oh, it's just crazy. Yeah, but I figured, when he got in the first time in office, I'm like, yeah, I bet you most of his votes came from young adults who thought he was cute, and that's how they voted. Yeah, it's like, don't vote based on looks. Like, come on, that's just like shallow, but whatever. Yeah. I know, but I would just say, if I didn't know who to vote for, I would go eeny, meeny, miny, mo. No, I do know which parties I absolutely do not vote for, and which parties I do vote for. But it's just like, figuring out, like, because if they all say things and, they're not going to keep every promise that they make, or, and they make it look good, yeah, but, that deep down inside that, yeah, they're not going to be able to keep every single promise, and you'll be lucky if they keep one. So, yeah, but it's just, I guess, figuring out which one to vote for, which one not to vote for. So yeah, but, last time I honestly thought, why the heck did I just vote? Yeah. Yeah. Oh boy. Yeah, so I don't know, I think that's about it that's been going on. Haven't really been doing much, just no motivation. And yeah, that's about it. Just been reading a lot. Yeah. I don't know, but the P.O really got me. Like, oh my gosh. My childhood, yeah. It was the same thing when that one actor passed away on Sesame Street. I think like it was like a year or two ago. And I was like, that's my childhood. It's like, what's happening? Yeah. Everybody is, passing away. He was so young. 70 is young, yeah. Yeah. I couldn't tell you though, cancer sucks. Yeah. It does. Yeah, I think that's about it. Been watching my Disney movies. I watched A Pacifier with Vin Diesel a couple weeks ago, and it's so funny with Vin Diesel. I totally forgot he was in that movie, because now when like I hear Vin Diesel, I think of, you know, Fast and the Furious, you know, because there's like how many of them? 30? 50? I don't know. I lost count. They should have stopped. You know, when Paul Walker tragically left us, that one hit me hard, that death. That was tragic. So young. Oh, like, oh, yeah. They should have stopped. They should, like, hey, I do one more and explain what happened to his character, and then stop. That's it. Okay? No more. No more. But what they do, they keep going. It's like I haven't watched them. Like, come on. Yeah, and I'm like, what other movies have Vin Diesel been in? Like, really? That's all I can think of is Fast and the Furious. Yeah, because I totally forgot when I was at the Pacifier. I was like, oh yeah, he was in that, you know? It's like, alright, like, that's the movie you're going to be known for, Fast and the Furious. None of your other work. Yeah. Yeah, I watched that one, and I'm still watching Cold Case. I'm on the 6th season. There's only 7 seasons. And what else? Golden Girls. I'm almost done the 3rd season. Yeah. Yeah, that's about it. Just doing a lot of reading and, you know, watching TV, watching movies. I think there was any other movie I watched. Oh, okay, so now we watched Jumanji, on DVD. Yeah, I hadn't found it at our thrift store. I haven't watched that since probably it came out. Oh my gosh, that brought back memories. It makes me miss Robin Williams more though when I see him. Yeah. But you can't beat that Jumanji, you know, because the newer Jumanjis are okay. They're good. Probably because Jack Black is in it. You take Jack Black out and they'd be no good. But you just can't beat the original. Like, it's just, yeah, it's good. Yeah. Yeah, we watched that. That was his first time watching it. Yeah. And I love watching movies, like, from that era, you know, from the 90s, like, early 2000s, with my kids, and they're watching it for the first time. It's just, I never thought I would be doing that, you know, and yeah, it's just fun. Well, yeah, and it's just seeing, like, their, like, reaction. Yeah, it's just fun. Oh, yeah, Instagram, that's what I want to talk about, because, like, with being on TikTok, I follow somebody who does, you know, about posting, like, your kids online and the dangers of it. She'll talk about family vloggers. I don't follow any family vloggers. And it's just what parents post on Instagram. There was this one woman, she posted a picture, I think it was a video, I know, slow-mo, of her daughter walking. So she was from behind. I'm not sure if she turned around, she could have. And when you read the comments, you get sick to your stomach. Yeah, there was just one comment. I forget what it said, but it was like, the mother was like, oh, it's art. No, that's not art. You're supposed to be protecting your kids, and you're not. You're leaving a digital footprint. And predators, you're welcome them. You are welcoming the predators. And, like, when you read all the comments, the majority of them and the majority of the followers are men, and it's sick. There are sick people out there, and people, like, will post this, or they'll post, you know, stuff about their kids, and I feel so sorry for the kids, because the kids have no say on what goes on, you know, and, oh, it's just, it opens up your eyes. Like I've always known this, and I think I've always been kind of iffy, especially like maybe the past year. I haven't really posted. My boys on, Coffee with Stephanie. If you're not following me, go ahead, follow me. Instagram. Like my account is small, but it doesn't matter if your account is small or big, or if you're like a big influencer. It doesn't matter. And Instagram is always the one I struggle with, but I still post and have fun with it. But I think like I would have pictures once in a while of the kids, but I didn't feel comfortable recently putting pictures on Instagram of the boys. And yesterday I went through every single picture. I deleted posts with them on there, and same thing when people post on TikTok, and they post their kids, and when you see the amount of shares and saves on these typical videos, it makes you stop and wonder, why are you saving that? When I save a TikTok, it's like a recipe I want to write down, or it's like a video I want to save so I can stitch it or duet it later on when I have the chance to do that. There's no reason to save a video that is just a kid doing something cute. Okay, there's no reason anybody should be saving that. Like, so like my kids are not even on my TikTok. They're not, and Instagram, yeah, like I said, I went through every picture and I deleted them. I saved them elsewhere and deleted them. And yeah, they're not going to be on Instagram because I feel more comfortable with them off of my social media. And that's the way it should be, I think. But, I'm just doing what makes me feel comfortable. And I think that's the right choice, because when you watch these people that, and like these people just exploit their children and they don't care. They don't care. And like even like big YouTubers, they exploit them, and it just makes you wonder, like, do they see anything of the YouTube money? Like how many hours a day does Ryan's Toy Review, Ryan's Toy Review, how many hours a day does he have to work? Which, by the way, I never liked that channel. Oh my gosh, the boys would watch that, Ryan's Toy Review. Oh, I hated that channel. Still do. I don't like it. Oh. There might be some people who like that, and I just never did. I never liked it, and but it's like I'm waiting for him to come out with a telltale story, because it's like, how many hours a day did you have to film? How many different videos did you do in that day? Stuff that you don't think about, right, when you're watching a video, because it just looks like, oh, it's, they just did it all in one day, but really, how many takes did it take to get that entire video done? And does he see any money? Does his mom and dad, who are on the channel also, do they put some of it away in a trust fund or anything? Probably not. They probably spend it, and as soon as the kid turns 18, it's like, oh, what money? What money, honey? All that money that you worked for? It's just, it just, it doesn't sit right with me. And when you watch TikToks about, like, when I just started following this person, and she sheds light, and, and I'm glad, and she will, call people out, and well, not like call them out, but just, give an example. Okay, like, don't do this, and we can all learn from our mistakes. And there's even like, there was a big YouTuber, I think it was a YouTuber, and he stopped posting about his daughter because because you don't know, and it's a big world, and it's a scary world, and that's just it, And they're on the boys are on my TikTok, but sometimes they're not. It's mostly me, and most of the time Henry doesn't even want to be on my videos. So when he doesn't want to be on my videos, guess what? I don't film him. you know? Yeah. But if they want to, yeah, absolutely, you know, that's fine. But like, you know, when people post and all that, you know, and what they're doing and what they post to, some of it's just, why you putting that online? Like they'll do like the potty. Why? Like think twice before you post that, please. And then there was another one. There was a gender reveal, which by the way, overrated. I don't like. Oh my gosh, I'm going to be ticking off people. I don't like gender reveals. Okay, let me be specific. I don't like the ones that are dragged out. Okay, they drag it out. You're having a boy or girl. Okay, it's not boy, girl, alien. It's boy, girl. Don't drag it out. Do you know what we did? What I did when I found I was pregnant with Henry? And TikTok wasn't around. I wasn't doing YouTube yet. Baby gender reveals were not really a big thing, probably till like 2-3 years later. I wrote it on a chalkboard in different colors of chalk. Took a picture and, you know, well, first of all, I used this invention called the telephone. You know, called my mom and dad. And for anybody else that we didn't have their contact information, or, you know, that they didn't hear it through the grapevine, I posted on the book face, you know, and that's how I got the word out. Oh, by the way, we're having a boy, you know. That's how we did it, you know. But now since technology is taking off, and now everybody wants to be right front of the camera and be a star, sometimes it feels like, yeah, just I'm in a mood. And then there was this one, and it was a baby gender reveal. Okay, I was on TikTok, and they were doing the cake pop one. Okay, so you buy into the cake pop, blue boy, pink girl. And they had everybody one by one do it, and there were quite a few people there. And I'm like, I think I skipped, because you can skip. I skipped all the way back. Oh my gosh, like, stop trying it out. And I hope I'm not the only one that thinks this, you know. But it's like, but they had kids. Young kids doing it too. And the amount of shares and saves that video got was kind of scary, because it's like, why are you saving this for the idea? No, you're not. You know, like, anybody could do the cake pop thing, but I took to the very end, and I'm like, okay, that's a great idea. The cake pop, by the way, the cake pop was green, so I was like, oh great, you're having an alien. Fantastic, congratulations. Like, she's having a boy, but it's just, I don't know why. I guess they wanted to be different, and they didn't choose blue. But okay, that's my first thought was, oh great, you're having an alien, or you're having Kermit the Frog. Don't tell me, Piggy. Oh boy, I need help. Or coffee. I'll sell for more coffee. But right, I mean, that's where my mind goes. Yeah. Oh, green, you're having an alien, you know? And it's like, hey, if you want to do the cake pop thing, how about this? Have everybody with a cake pop, and on the count of 3, you all take a bite at the same time, and that way it doesn't take 72 hours. You know, and then like there's ones I see where they do like a tic-tac-toe, like flip something like over and like tic-tac-toe, and it's like, here, let me do it for you. You know, I don't have the patience to wait and see what you're having, you know, and like, oh my gosh. But yeah, that one got like quite a few save and shares, and that was that would be concerning to me, because it's like, why are people saving that and sharing it? Yeah. Yeah. But anyways, like this person who I watch and start to follow, and just open your eyes a bit, and you know what happens like when you share stuff like this of your kids, what can intentionally happen. But that's just me. So like my Instagram is just gonna be pictures of me, my books that I'm reading, my food, you know, if I make something, my coffee mugs, or if I see something while I'm shopping. So if that sounds interesting to you, just, yeah, follow me, Coffee with Stephanie. I post whatever I want. It's a realistic Instagram post, like Instagram account. It's not like, you know, those ones that my Instagram will suggest for me and I go check it out and it's like, yeah, no. Every post is like perfect and it's like, no. I like following, like, you know, real life, and like that's why I post whatever the heck I want. Get the heck out of here, B. I'm not in the mood for you. Get. Buzz off. Yeah, so that's like, you know, and that's just me. That's just how I'm feeling. I feel that it's safe to not post pictures of the boys. Yeah, I'll just, you know, keep them for myself. Yeah. So you know, like, you know, that's just me. You know, you can do you, I'm gonna do me, and that's how I feel that what's best. And because this world, you know, yes, it's a beautiful world, and beautiful people live in it, but there's also the opposite. You know, it is a scary world, and there are sick people out there that need Jesus for sure. Yeah. I mean, like, you never know. And it's just, yeah. No. Even on like the book face, I don't really post as much. No. Think before you post. Yeah. You can learn from it. Learn from your past mistakes. Yeah. Anyway, that's it. Gender reveal thoughts. I know. I don't know. They're just overrated, and everybody's doing it. It's like, yeah, okay. Oh, I know. Back in my day, technology really wasn't a thing. Oh, yeah. Oh. But, you know, it's just, yeah. They just, yeah, do it for the views, do it for the attention. Yeah, I think so. Anyways, I'm going to finish my coffee, and that's probably it for this little coffee chat. And I'm just going to take the rest of it easy, do some housework. I have been doing housework too. Well, reading. Yeah, take a break from reading, do housework, read for a couple more hours. But, yeah. Anyways, yeah, I'm going to go inside, finish my coffee, get something to eat more apricot jam. The apricot jam takes me back to growing up on the homestead, which is now sold, which is it has been a year. Can you believe that? A year since my mom and dad moved. A year. What the heck happened? Like, honestly, what the heck? How did I get here? It's been a full year, and it still feels like yesterday I was helping them move. Like, it still feels like yesterday I was helping my mom when everything was moved out, helping her just like sweep the floors and that, right? Doing what you do before you hand over the keys. And it's been a year. I'm like, what the heck? Like, where is the button to slow down time? You know, where is it? Because I need to slow it down just a tad. Yeah, it's been a year, and it's just crazy. And every time we drive by, like, I don't drive up that way very often, but when I do, I always slow down. Just can't help it, and to see the changes. So, like, along the driveway, there were these, like, tall evergreen trees. I'm not sure what kind of trees, but, you know, your tall forest trees. And they give them a haircut. They probably needed it, and I do know there are vines in that tree choking it to death. So. And it's just weird, and there's like a fence for the dog, and there's like a plastic play set, you know, for a kid, and it's so weird. But yeah, it's been a year, and but when I eat that jam, it takes me back to when my grandma was with us, and she lived with us. She had her own apartment, and we had an apricot tree. It's not there anymore. It eventually died, and so did my grandma. If you're not laughing at that, then you have no sense of humor. Like I said, I am not okay. She's in heaven, so I can joke about it. It's been quite a few years, so I can joke about it. If you don't like it, it's tough. Anyways, I couldn't resist. I'm gonna be cracking up about that. But we would go out and we would pick apricots, and I would help make the jam, and that's probably why apricot is my favorite jam. And when I taste that, it takes me back, you know, being a kid and good times. Yeah, growing up, having no responsibility, and like, you know, and the thing with social media and that, like growing up in the 80s and 90s, we didn't have any of that. We didn't have to worry about our parents plastering our videos over somewhere we didn't want to be seen, you know. I mean, if you wanted your picture taken, you had to take it with a digital camera, set it in, and wait for a week to see if it turned out. Not digital where you saw it, but you know, with the film. And because that was before digital cameras, where you can like see if you liked the picture, and if you kept it, if not, you deleted it and tried again. And yeah, that's how, you know, it took us a week to see if the pictures turned out or not. And if you were lucky, they turned out, but sometimes they didn't. They were blurry, or like half of it would turn out, the other half wouldn't. So yeah, so, you know, and it's like, yeah, back then, like, you know, we didn't have that, you know, and I'm kind of glad, you know, but now technology is just taking off, and it's crazy. So kind of glad we grew up in the 80s and 90s, but now it's like, as parents, you have to be diligent and protect your kids. Yeah, and then it's scary. I guys still remember that one episode of Touched by an Angel? Do you guys remember that episode? Yeah, Touched by an Angel. I tell you that I wish they did that show again, or like something like it. We need more shows like that. But we do have The Chosen. That's really good. But there was that one episode, this girl going online talking to a guy on chat, thinking that, oh, he's around, you know, her age, but he wasn't, online predator. And then she goes and meets him, and he's like, you know, twice her age, and she's at his apartment, and he tries to drug her, you know, and that's what I'm talking about, you know, like, you know, it's scary times now that we have internet and all that. And Andrew, the angel of death, comes, and the guy swings a bat, and Andrew stops, and I was like, oh my gosh, that's so powerful. Oh, unfortunately, he passed away. What is in his coffee? I have no idea. I don't have any Baileys, but I wish I did, but I know. I just keep talking. Yeah, he passed away. Was it his heart? Maybe. I'll have to look it up. He passed away really young, and I remember when they were interviewing him, and every time he would go on an airplane, people were scared because they thought the airplane was going to crash because he played the angel of death. It's like, no. No, that's funny. But yeah, he died. It might have been his heart. Yeah. But I just remember that episode. There are certain episodes of Touched by an Angel that I will never forget. And then another one is when it was a cult, and the girl who played in Sex and the City, the redhead, what was her name? No, not Samantha. Oh my gosh, what was her name? I haven't watched it in a long time, and I haven't watched the newer one because they didn't invite Samantha back, because Sarah Jessica Parker, I guess, she's like I've heard stories about her. She doesn't really get along with the girl that played Sam, and she's Canadian, so like, yeah, you didn't invite her back. Cynthia, is that her name? Cynthia, not her character name. Was that her? I think that's her real name. And she was in a cult, and they were going to, I think it was like they were all going to, you know, commit suicide together. And Monica was there, and there was a fire, and Monica just, like, you know, glowed all over, and she opened that door, and I was like, oh my gosh, goosebumps. When you watch episodes like that, you know, and it's just powerful. And it's like, yeah. Anyways, it's like going on 35 minutes. Wow. If you're still here, well, good. I hope I made you laugh. That's why I said the humor. It's like, you know, I couldn't resist it. And you know, the apricot tree is dead, so is my grandma. Yeah. Anyways, I'm gonna drink this. Enough chit-chatting, and put my feet up. Actually, get another cup of coffee. I must have made it extra good. Yeah. And yeah. Carry on and make my grocery list. I don't want to. I'm only gonna get a few things. I just need like a little filler in groceries. I don't need a whole lot. And yeah, I'll do that. Boring adult stuff. Yeah, but really, where do I like check out of being an adult? Like, where can I do that? Like, I'm done. I know. If only I could. Alright guys, so thank you so much for hanging out and having a coffee with me. Hope you enjoyed. Hope I made you laugh. And and if not, well, you'll find a sense of humor somewhere. Maybe on Amazon. I got called, I remember getting called a Karen because I was telling people, the people on my show, it was a short long time ago, and I was calling because like people like weren't understanding a TikTok. They didn't think it was funny, and I was like, go find your sense of humor on Amazon. And then one guy, oh, careful guys, she's a Karen, she's telling people to get a sense of humor. I'm like, yeah, because I get tired of these comments. I'm going to stand up for myself, and I'm going to be sarcastic, and yeah, you know, like, yeah, buzz off. Like, the amount of comments I get that tell me to go hit a gym. I remember the last time I said, oh, no thank you. I don't believe in violence. You know, hitting a gym sounds violent, right? Right. And then I go get ones, I go, oof. And I just do an eye roll, like, just move along, you know? But yeah, I get quite a bit. I guess we still live in that world, unfortunately, you know, 2023, where people expect you to be, you know, skinny. But no, not everybody's skinny, honey, especially after 2 kids, and I'm happy with the way I look, so scroll on, baby. But yeah, no matter if I would be rich by now if I had $1 every time I got one of those rude comments. Always on my shorts, so always on my shorts, yeah. So, but yeah, I will. Like, I start to come back, and I'm like, I'm not putting up with that. Well, yeah. Anyways, okay, goodbye. Thanks for hanging out with me. I'll see you next time video. Take care, be blessed, and as always, talk for now. Bye.